Welcome to Martin's Marvelous Man-Centered Meals. Why does a guy who's never cooked in his life start a food blog? True, I used to think a spatula was just an annoyingly large spoon, and a food processor for those without the muscle to stir a bag of shake and bake. I once put ramen noodles in a microwave without water and cleared an entire dorm when the smoke alarm went off. But now, thanks to some sage advice from my good friend, local restaurateur Armando, that's right, the Armando of the celebrated Italian restaurant of that name, I am now quite nearly at the point where I can cook without poisoning anyone, and that is quite an accomplishment. I am here to prove that an ordinary American guy without any experience whatsoever can learn to cook like a pro, because isn't that what America is all about? We are sick and tired of the elitism that rules this country. It doesn't matter your experience or knowledge. What matters is your determination and will, as Bob the Builder once said. Can we build it? Yes, we can. And what could be more entertaining than watching me scale the sheer face of the cooking landscape hanging on by my fingertips? So join us in the adventure of cooking in Martin's Marvelous Man-Centered Meals and find out what happens next. God, I need a drink. Of course, anything.
Why don't people tell each other things they really need to?
I don't know, Martha. Why?
I don't know either. That's why I'm asking you, Martin. Why do they keep secrets when those secrets prevent them from living their
I
lives?
suppose sometimes they get embarrassed or ashamed. Didn't you complain to me once that your patients tell you too much?
No, actually, I don't remember that. Because if we could only be honest with each other, the world would be a much better place.
I guess. But maybe sometimes people just need to keep things to themselves so they can work themselves out for themselves. You know what I mean?
Not sure I do. So, what do you want to talk about today?
I thought you were going to reveal some deep, dark secrets about my childhood.
Your childhood?
How about your childhood?
A bit of a Freudian slip there.
I thought you learned Freudian.
I'm not. You've put on a few pounds, but it looks good on you.
Did I? You know, writing a cookbook does require some essential taste testing.
And all because Armando encouraged you to edit some recipes.
Just like he encouraged you to start doing webcasts. You know, a recipe really is just a list of steps. The first instructions were written on papyrus, 2340 BC. They said, if you can read this, follow these instructions the next time you try to make paper. Those Egyptians, they did have a sense of humor.
No more feelings of insecurity or insignificance.
Now I just wish people wouldn't recognize me from the jacket cover photo of my book or the pictures on my blog. The other day, that waiter, that one who was so angry about his tip, he wanted my autograph.
No, hard to believe.
Yes, and he still got my order completely wrong. Ham instead of bacon, grape jelly instead of strawberry jam, and he just stood there smiling like he deserved a Nobel Prize for burning my toast when I had ordered pancakes in the first place. I was extremely upset.
Yes, understandable. But if life wasn't so disturbing, I'd be out of a job. So, come on world, create all the loonies you'd like and send them my way. I can put them on my new online series, Martha's Madcap World of Mental Health, and it'd be rather entertaining.
But don't you think we've sold out? I was going to be a world-class novelist, writing about the important issues of our time.
And I was going to say the collective psyche of humanity. At least I helped you, though, didn't I?
It depends on what you mean by helped. I still have an obsessive personality. I still don't trust anyone. And you caused my girlfriend, who you were also dating yourself, by the way, to go back with her old boyfriend. And now, I'm totally alone.
As am I, dear boy. As am I. But I think there is someone out there, a complete stranger, whose life has nothing to do with ours, could complete us, make us happy, nurture our we all live alone, and in the end we die alone. Isn't that true?
If you put it that way, yeah. And for the rest, there is always a therapist.
Exactly.
You can always fire your therapist. Not like everyone has to turn them into their very best drinking buddy and cling to them forever. Don't you agree, Doctor?
Absolutely, bud.
Another one?
Thanks. I just got an idea. How about you come on my next show?
Ah, so you can claim that you cured me of my neuroses, and that's why I'm on the bestseller list.
No, of course not. We can just talk about the new book you're working on, clam up. Anyway, I don't take any credit for your success.
Not even a little.
No. I was going through something then. I am much, much, much better now.
I can see that.
And if I happen to like men,
You would date me in a second.
no, I probably wouldn't even talk to you. We still have our regular sessions.
Drinking beer and shots together once a week.
Only until we find Miss Bright. Right?
Right.
Joshy. You later.
And neither can I. See, they made the Flintstones movie without John Goodman.
I think you're the last person in the world to erase papers or books. I thought you believed in green technologies. Why not read the news?
I'm trying to conserve my eyesight. Oh, never mind. That was just a cartoon version.
You still haven't answered my question. Where are we going to eat?
Oh, you could cook something. I need to finish my lecture. It might become the central section in my new book, Food for Thought, the role of cooking in film.
Yeah, and I'm your fiance now, and I thought I was the central section of your life. But instead of going out with me, you sit here and watch other people stuff their faces with food and movies.
That's what I do. It's my job.
You just said you're trying to conserve your eyesight.
Oh, you could take notes for me. Or not. We could watch together. It could be fun.
I sat through Mount Oakland with you 7 times. I thought it'd go crazy.
It was only 3 times. The second time you were kind of busy and didn't get to see the best parts.
You got to see my best parts. Isn't that enough?
But Jacques Tati is one of the greatest progenitors of using cross-cutting for metaphoric effect, and I sacrificed that.
All for me? Darling. God, men and sex is a rather skewed perspective, don't you think? Worse than Alfred Hitchcock's camera angles in Vertigo. See? I've been paying attention. I just want a nice night out, just you and me, with no Jacques, no Alfred, and no Jean-Luc. I can't compete with all the men in your life.
Don't be ridiculous. I don't even like the films of Jean-Luc Godard. I'm sorry.
You will be sorry. When you find out that there will be no more cross-cutting, no more close-ups, no more interesting camera angles. When you find out that you and your camera, with its shaky, expandable bits, get thrown into the closet for good.
Where are you going?
To Armando's. I have a meeting. I may just eat dinner there too.
You seem to be spending more and more time at Armando's lately.
Are you saying I'm getting fat?
No, I didn't say that.
Because the men are the ones who are supposed to gain weight when they get married.
We're not even married yet.
Having second thoughts?
No, why are you? It's just my metabolism and the fact that I'm happy. Aren't you happy?
Mostly. Yes. Doesn't mean I need to be fat and happy.
I love you, Alison. Since we're fighting now, can we make out and make up later?
Maybe, if you're not too busy.
Seems you're busy too. What does Armando need you for on a Saturday anyway?
The managers are in trouble with the new payroll system I created.
Yes, probably because it allows them to actually pay their employees, but that doesn't mean you have to run there every time he wants you to do something.
It's my job. I have to do what they need or Armando will fire me.
Just let them.
We need the money.
I know, but you, my dear, you mean more to me than Claude Rains to Humphrey Bogart when he says in Casablanca, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
That was 2 guys. And Bogey has just bid farewell to the love of his life.
Yes, Sigrid Bergman, and who wouldn't love her? But you, Alison, you mean more to me than Janet Gaynor to his screen husband George O'Brien in the film Sunrise.
Oh, Ethan hot. He's so hot. And he and Julie Duffy got married in real life too, even in the sequel.
We got back together and made a sequel of our own, didn't we? Anyway, the one I'm talking about is the old silent classic. George spends an entire day chasing his wife through the city.
Why does he have to chase?
Because he tried to drown her by pushing her out of a rowboat.
What? No, why?
It was his girlfriend, Margaret Livingston's idea.
I hope he never caught
Oh,
her.
he does so. And he buys some flowers and cakes, and she forgives him. And as they're rowing back, the moonlight shines down on the water, and they're in love. It's quite beautiful. We all make mistakes.
I'm trying to murder a wife.
I guess I'm not explaining it very well, but you get my point.
Frankly, my dear, I don't have a clue. I'm not sure I care anymore either. You're already married. To the cinema. I have to go.
Alison, are you leaving me?
Yes. Yes, I am.
To be with Armando?
Yes, to be with Armando. If he hasn't left himself yet for another trip.
Oh, I knew it would come to this. Is it really goodbye, then?
I'm afraid so. My poor boy. Promise me one thing.
Or anything.
Do the dishes before I get back?
No, the dishes. You know, sure, I'll even run the garbage disposal if it means that much to you.
Will you? For me?
Uh-huh.
You should go by the store and get some of those kitchen cleaning pads then too.
Oh, those hurt my cuticles, but if I must, I must.
No, I could get Armando to give you a lesson in washing dishes. He's a master, it seems, at everything.
I don't think I want lessons in anything from Armando, unless that's what needs to be done.
Goodbye, Josh.
Goodbye, my love. Brillo pads, yeah, that's what they call them.
Perfect. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me. Oh, Martha! Konnichiwa. Nice to see you.
Stephane,
You do realize I'm not officially open yet.
your sign says you are.
No, those are just the old hours. I'm still getting the hang of this spice shop thing.
Don't you miss the flowers?
Oh, spices come from things that grow with a much longer shelf life than roses.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure they don't wilt as much as fair weather friends. You were supposed to call me as soon as you got back.
I was. I've just been very busy getting ready for the grand opening of the store, but you see me now?
Only because I had to come here to find you.
Things change. I've changed.
Uh-huh. And what caused the miraculous transformation in only 3 months?
I was studying at a Japanese monastery with a Zen master.
Did you learn anything?
Yes, that I could never free myself of desire in a million years.
Tell me about it.
Zen has also taught me not to worry so much. To paraphrase the Tao, when you don't do anything, everything gets done. Best to sit back and let things unfold.
You already were incredibly gifted at lounging around.
Yep, I was already on the right track, but I am determined not to interfere in other people's lives.
Like what I do, providing therapy to those in psychic pain. I'm glad one of us is on the road to enlightenment, but if you get lost in the dark, don't call me for a flashlight.
I already have one. See? I can do just fine on my own.
Stephane, are you breaking up with me like Alison did?
No, it's just that we never were, and so can always be.
Huh?
I'm just saying I'll always be fond of you, Martha. I've just come to realize that you couldn't love me back the way I need, and dare I mention, deserve.
My God, after all this time, you've grown up.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Perhaps a little. Just when my wife left me, I became a little unmoored, but now I found myself in meditation, floating free on the stream of time.
Yeah, sure. And what's this in your brochure about spices elevating our moods and helping us bond with others? And how about this? The elixir of love?
Oh, that's just a little chocolate mixed with ginseng.
Sounds like it can make you romantic and keep you from sleeping at the same time.
Exactly!
Does it work?
Maybe. I haven't tried it myself yet. But then, hey, everybody seeks their own route to the individual illusionary nature of existence.
But you are selling illusions as if they're real.
We live in a world of illusions, so why not embrace them if it helps us get through the day? Better than drinking all the time, which I hear you and Martin do. You could maybe use some of my cleansing detox tea.
I thought your new philosophy was not to interfere, or are you just jealous?
Oh, please, just accept it as a gift for the sake of good karma. You came here of your own free will, as if it was meant to be.
Aside from all the Facebook pop-up ads. So come on, tell me, what is it you really want from me?
Well, nothing, but now that you mention it, I was hoping you and Martin could talk to Alison about helping me sell spices to Armando's.
Why would Alison listen to me and Martin?
Because you both dated her.
Unusual logic for a monk.
I'm a long-time businessman, and I understand you're still treating Josh, too.
Oh, does everyone know everything around here?
No, it's the only people who care about you who know things, and they're only trying to be kind.
Kind of manipulative, you mean? I could talk to them, but I've got an even better idea. A live webcast of my show right here from your shop. Say for your grand opening.
It could possibly be arranged for the right terms.
Oh, the right terms. Martin has already agreed to be on it. We could give the session a food theme, and maybe we could even get Armando to come too.
Oh, I don't know if that would be possible.
You think he wouldn't do that for me? After all, he was one of my patients. I got him through a rough patch.
Did you? Interesting, Martha. That would be kind of difficult because...
Why would it be difficult? You think I can't convince him?
No, no!
Best to be positive.
All the same.
Don't worry. I'll see what I can do.
Me? I don't worry about a thing.
Hi.
You're late.
Am I? Sorry. I was in the back looking for Armando, but he's away. Again.
You were the one who arranged to meet me here. Then again, your time has always been far more important than mine.
Not far more, just more.
Order something?
I know, I'm trying to watch my figure. Anyway, I just snacked in the kitchen.
Then we gotta skip this little tete-a-tete.
Then call it FaceTime now, Richard. You don't want to see your little sister? At least once in a while?
How long in a while? Statistically, we talk less often than, say, Hell Feast is over?
Don't exaggerate. You haven't even asked me how I'm doing.
So, how are you doing?
As if you care. See? You have Mom and Dad very upset again, too.
Me? Since when do you ever talk to them? They still haven't forgiven me for telling them about you and Martin and Martha.
Well, I can see how they would feel that way.
You were the one who asked me to do it!
But they really agreed to it, stop bothering me. At least I was trying to be happy.
Now, you think I don't want to be happy? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's in our Bill of Rights.
Yes, I know. I'm not as dumb as my big brother.
No, dumber. You always had to excel beyond me. Hopscotch, you cheated. Gave me a piece of soap instead of a stone. Slipped and needed 5 stitches in my hand. I didn't tattle on you, did I?
No, because I bribed you with my popsicles for the whole summer. Mom thought I was such a loving sister. She was very touched.
You're the one who's touched in the head.
Why? Because I'm concerned that my big brother is on track to die a sad and lonely death in a trailer park, surrounded by pictures of the only dog he ever had who ran away when he was 5.
He didn't run away. Mom gave him away because you said you were afraid of him. Anyways, even if I was dating someone, you'd think I'd tell you when you were snooping for Mom and Dad?
Why? You think I can keep a secret?
No, you can't. Not even your own.
Oh. Oh, there is someone then.
I'm not saying yes. And I'm not saying no. Because I'm not saying anything at all.
Who is it? Tell me, please.
No, sorry. Can't you just go away and let me eat my own lunch?
Why are you expecting someone to join you here?
Okay. And what if I am? Figure you'd stand me up like you usually do. But if you think I'm having an affair with one of the busboys here at Armando's, think again.
Oh, I see, Mr. Snobby. You would aim higher, is that it?
Why wouldn't I? My work does require intelligence, knowledge, and skill. Just like that of your boss.
Your boss? Wait a minute. How come every time I try to see Armando, I hear that you've been at the restaurant? Oh, it all makes sense. You love to eat, and he is an excellent cook.
So?
So? Could it really be?
What?
You and Armando are dating, or even in love?
Oh, well, me and Armando. I mean, whatever is happening, that's just really none of your business.
You devil, you! I never has time to see you. Don't tell me you started dating just so you can destroy my career.
And what if I did it all for you? You needed a steady job.
Is he nice then? Is he?
All I can say is that Armando runs an amazing restaurant. I might as well enjoy it before your working year drives him out of business.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Richard, I'm glad then. I can tell Mom and Dad everything is okay. We could maybe even have a double wedding. That would make them so happy.
Would it? But no, I never said that Armando and I have gotten that. You can't lie to them.
Actually, I can. And I'll have. But in this case, I don't have to. Do you like?
Just do whatever you want. You're going to anyways.
Yes, I am. I'm so proud of you. Maybe this will finally improve your disposition.
What's wrong with my disposition?
Nothing! Nothing at all. I'm your sister and I will love you no matter what.
Yes, even if it kills me.
Bye, lover boy. Say hi to Armando for me, will you? Actually, tell him I need to talk to him. And by the way, that line about happiness is in the Declaration of Independence, not the Bill of Rights.
Alison,
Oh, what the hell? Look, Doctor, look, it's like that documentary, Years in the Sushi. This Japanese chef spends his entire life doing the same thing over and over and over again. And each time he's trying to make it just a little bit better. I mean, sure, I work at a tiny community college, but I have standards just like Hiro, even though his shop is only 10 seats at a subway station. I've got to aim high too, just without the raw octopuses and squid. But Alison can't seem to understand, and that's why she's spending more and more time at Armando's with her boss.
She just started working there. Isn't that normal?
Maybe if she wasn't always talking about him and didn't already have a history of infidelity with you-know-who.
Josh, I have said this before, but maybe you need to find another therapist.
I tried, but that one guy said he can't stand movies. And the other guy said I wasn't treatable and that there were not enough years in the life of the universe to cure me. That I was a black hole of neuroses and I'd suck in anyone who ever tried to help me.
A little dramatic, but you might be right.
Oh, you're not afraid of me, are you?
No, and for old time's sake, and to show that I have no hard feelings of what happened between me and Alison, I have agreed to continue to help you. But what you were saying now, maybe you need a marriage counselor instead.
We're not even married yet.
Well, prenup would be wise then. I know a good lawyer who can help.
Wouldn't that suggest a lack of trust?
It seems you already don't trust her. What makes you think her and Armando are...
Well, the other day, she smelled like garlic.
Oh, yes! I can see how that might lead you to think, what? Are you crazy?
Hey, you're not allowed to say things like that to your patients.
I can say whatever I want. If you would prefer an ordinary therapist, then please...
No, never mind. It's just a feeling, okay? Alison was making a joke of it, but I think she was joking to hide the fact that she was actually serious. I mean, all I hear about is how good Armando is at slicing tomatoes. They have contests and count the slices and measure them for evenness. No one can seem to beat Armando's score. It's like the Olympics of slicing over there. Did she give you any hints that she was starting to get back to me when she was with you?
Josh, that is not an appropriate thing to ask me. I mean, you're a therapist. We have to work from as much objective data as we can.
If you want to know how many tomato slices Armando can cut in a minute, I can try and find out for you.
This is not about tomatoes. This is about Alison. Maybe you should man up and ask her.
Oh no, I want her to tell me. Oh, you could ask her to tell me.
No! Absolutely not!
This is just like Catherine Zeta-Jones in No Reservations when she says, I wish there was a cookbook for life. Recipes telling us exactly what to do. Isn't that what I come to see you for?
Psychological counseling is not like writing a recipe. Interesting analogy, though.
Then is it more like what that Mumbai widower, Irfan Khan, says in Lunchbox about how the wrong train can get you to the right station?
Are you saying I'm the wrong train? If so, I will send you your last
Oh, no, God, why are all therapists is always so sensitive. I only mean that Irfan was getting ready to run off with this housewife who keeps sending him lunches by accident. But even though her husband's unfaithful, Irfan realizes he's just too old for her. And he leaves her waiting at a cafe and boards a train to spend the rest of his life alone.
That's very sad. But what does it have to do with you? Alison is not getting married to someone else, even if she and I were. You are not too old for her. You don't live in Mumbai, and you have no real evidence that she is cheating on you with Armando.
That's just it. How can I be sure?
Maybe you should talk to Richard?
He's more neurotic than I am.
Exactly. He'll understand you better. And maybe the wrong train will get you to the right station after all. He may know more than you think.
Okay, I guess it's worth a shot. Right. Hello, yes, this is he. This is me, Martin. Yes, I set up this live chat session for today and today only. What's that? You got a great recipe I can't ignore. And it uses old coffee grounds from last month's brew left on the windowsill. Hang on, I've got another call. Hello! Well, you could have put such obscenity mounted into the form of an email like all the other self-respecting cranks. Yes, well, thank you for the feedback all the same, and you have a nice day. Hello! I don't think I want to write a cookbook for a nudist colony. It sounds a bit unsafe. Yes, with all the sharp utensils, I don't believe my insurance would cover. Yes, send me your email, and if I change my mind... Yes, I know, it was good enough for the naked chef. You do know he never was actually naked, right? On the show, I mean, yes, in real life, I suppose he must be. Yes, wonderful talking to you too. Hello?
Martin?
Yes.
It's Richard.
This is Martin of Martin's Marvelous Man-Centered Meals. If you want to talk to Martin, wait in line, because he happens to be very popular these days. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. If you want to leave a message for Martin, leave a message for Martin after the beep.
Martin, I know you're there.
Oh, Richard, I didn't realize.
Listen, I need a favor.
From me?
Yes, I have to do one more phone interview today. I've called everyone I could think of, no matter how tenuous or superficial the connection, and you are the last one.
That's very flattering, Richard, but I'm kind of busy.
Aren't we all? I'll tell Alison you were very helpful.
Why should I care if you tell Alison anything?
Because you're a nice guy.
I am? Yes, I am. But your sister, she trampled my heart into the mud. She kicked it up the street and down the next block in a rather vicious and sadistic manner.
Are you saying my sister is pure evil? Then I can't say disagree in the slightest. Can you answer one simple question for me? Do you think honesty is the most important attribute for a politician?
How the hell should I know? I'm not a politician. One man's lie seems to be another man's mantra these days, and the more they repeat it, the more they believe it, you know.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
Richard, I'm going to hang up now. This line is reserved for people who want to talk to me about my blog, so please don't ever call it again. Why don't you try that new future brother-in-law of yours? I'm sure he'll be very helpful. Oh, Steve Martin.
Damn! I don't know what Alison ever saw in... What the hell, why not? Hello, is this Josh?
Yes, this is Josh. Richard, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Unless I'm just recording myself.
Hold on a second. Are you calling for Alison?
Of course not. No, I promised her I wouldn't bother her at home, not while the two of you are shacked up. I mean, not while the two of you are engaged.
Yes, we appreciate that.
Yes, I could see how inviting her big brother over once in a blue moon for a meal or something could be a bit of a burden. No, I'm calling for Mr. Arnofsky.
Mr. Arnofsky wants to talk to Alison too. It seems like he's just like this Armando guy, getting everyone to do all the talking for him.
No, I just mean I'm doing another survey.
Call someone from your famous list of anonymous people then. You promised you'd take me off after last time.
Oh, you are. I mean, I did. But this also is what I do.
Well, you could do something else.
Oh, are you working in career counseling now and have given up your your marvelous job at Halberton College?
No, you know I haven't.
Yes, and why would I do anything else when I am so good at it? I may have to call the same person back 7 times, but I get far more valid responses statistically than any automated polling system. Because I care about what I'm doing. Can a computer do that? Can an online survey have a human touch? I don't think so.
Great. A guy who fails at every single relationship he's ever been in, but because he's better than a computer at talking to people on the phone, believes he's an expert at the human touch.
Better than a guy who can only relate to two-dimensional images on the screen.
That's not true. Teaching requires strong people skills, Buster.
Yeah! When your teaching assistant is not teaching your classes or mentoring your students for you. I thought you only have office hours once every 2 weeks.
Not true. I only told you that to get you to leave me alone, which is sure as heck you would do right now. Good luck with your survey then.
Yeah, best of luck with
No, wait, don't hit up. Don't. Please.
This is odd. I'm usually the one who says that.
How about this? I'll answer your questions if you answer a question for me.
What question?
No, you first said your survey was so important.
Okay, fine. So, do you think honesty is the most important attribute for a politician?
Absolutely.
Why?
Since when do you consider people's motivations as part of your data?
The context is very important. Do you consider yourself to be an honest person?
If I say I am, but I'm not honest, then won't your data be skewed?
You don't have to worry about that. Just answer the question or our deal is off.
Okay, you sound like a judge on a reality TV show, or like Walter Brennan in that Western where he runs a town and is a sheriff and judge.
Please! On a scale from 1 to 10.
Maybe an 8, but I might be lying to myself. Why? How honest are you?
You don't have to worry about that.
If your survey isn't honest, then what's the point of asking these questions?
87% of the public says we are to be trusted.
Uh-huh. And who did that survey?
We did, of course. And we thanked everyone with a free cruise to the Bermudas to stay in a nice bungalow by the beach.
Great! A timeshare on an island in the Bermuda Triangle in the era of global warming. I wonder, how many people gave that as presents to other people that they didn't like?
We have statistics on that too.
Yes, I'm sure you do. Is that it then?
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for talking then. I better hang out.
No, nice try, remember, but I have some questions for you.
Fine, go right ahead.
Look, since you think honesty is so important, can you answer this one little thing for me? Is your sister having an affair with Armando?
What the heck are you asking me that for? Why don't you just ask Alison?
Put yourself in my shoes for a second. When you talk to me,
You wouldn't have gotten engaged to her in the first place.
yeah, weird question. I don't know. It's just marvelous that I talk to you, so
Martha. Is she still your therapist then? You should have your head examined. If you're already having concerns like this, maybe you should be married now.
See, I knew you wanted to ruin our future.
Before we met for lunch the other day, I hadn't seen her in months. Not since you left on vacation and left me to take care of the house. At that time, the faucet started to leak underneath the sink. You were on vacation and I nearly drowned. If it wasn't for those detachable seat cushions from IKEA, I might not be around to talk with you now.
Yeah, I never did like those cushions, but we thought you'd be honored that we gave you your very own set of keys to the place.
Only so I could water the plants. You changed the locks after you came back.
Oh, that was because we had break-ins in the area, and Alison was worried.
Maybe you're the one who should be worried. I have heard that this Armando guy is really special.
Oh, really? What have you heard?
Oh, I don't think I can say anymore, sorry. Now that I'm done with my survey, I think I'll do something important, like, take a nap. Maybe you should ask Stephane.
Stephane, what would he know about this?
Bye, Josh. Say hello to Alison for me if you ever see her.
Guess I better go see Stephane.
Thyme has a spicy clove-like aroma, great with eggs and vegetables, highly adaptable. Yeah, like me, a man for all seasonings. In Hebrew, timon, in Bulgarian, mashtaka gradinska, Japanese, tengu, Italian, timo, Spanish, tomillo. This stuff's international. Human, in ancient times, used for embalming and as an aphrodisiac. Interesting combination. Whoa.
Sorry, I thought you heard the chime.
Hi, Richard. You do realize I'm not open. I mean, not officially yet.
But the sign
I know
says...
those are the old hours. I've got the door open because some of these spices are pretty strong when I first unpacked them.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So no more flowers?
Oh, I still like flowers. Martha asked me the same thing.
Oh, you saw Martha? She's fine then?
Oh, I'm not sure I'm qualified to answer that. But I did hear about Josh and Alison.
Yes, they are deliriously happy. Well, delirious anyways.
How about you?
Oh, you know me, still looking for Mr. Right.
Are you? Well, that's good.
You think so?
Absolutely. I mean, sorry that I wasn't.
No need to apologize. You did me a big favor that day.
Did I? Well, I haven't really celebrated for my kisses.
Can't understand why.
What can I do for you?
Oh, I have to visit my mom and dad again.
For Alison.
Of course. And I was wondering if you could recommend some spice for me. My dad's an old-fashioned meat and potatoes kind of guy. Hasn't eaten anything else since he was born, it seems.
We do have our standard carnivore kitchen rub. Great on the T-bone. It's got garlic, black pepper, a little bit of mustard seed, but not much salt if he's watching that.
Sounds perfect. A small bottle will be great. No, maybe make it a big one.
Why? Not that it's my business to interfere, but what's Alison done this time?
You don't want to know.
I'm a good listener.
You don't. It's just, you may have told my parents that I am dating Armando.
No. The Armando? The one from the restaurant? I see. That might be kind of hard because, well, that's wonderful. I hear he's quite the fellow.
Yes, I imagine he might be, but...
It's no private jet plane. Uses for charity work.
Yeah, Alison, she kind of made a wild guess, and, well, here's the rub.
Yes, here it is. Extra large like you requested.
No, I mean, the thing is, I'm not dating anyone.
Oh, well, that maybe makes more sense then. Still, I hear true love is a wonderful thing. And it must happen to somebody sometime.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Oh, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm happy to be by myself for now.
Yeah, well, you're doing better than me. We never did catch that football game.
And that's all right. I'm not much for football anyways.
Yeah, me either. I prefer Dancing with the Stars.
Do you really? Never watch it. Yeah, right. Mind if I go up back to her?
But she already saw you.
Just tell her I'm late for a date with Armando.
You really wanted that? Is that really what you wanted to do?
Yes, sure, why not? Thanks, Armando.
Hey, don't forget your spices.
Thanks. It's a great place, by the way. Statistically speaking, given the number of shops around here like this, I think it will do great. Bye.
Hi, Alison.
Hi, Stephane. Is that my brother I just saw going through your back door?
No. Yes, well, maybe. He was in a hurry, and I guess the alley was close to where he needs to go.
Yeah, sure. Nice of you to come for him. Did he tell you where he was going?
No, he didn't mention it. What can I do for you?
Oh, I wanted to make a nice dinner for my fiance, Josh.
True love is indeed a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I suppose it must be.
Special occasion?
Not really, no. It's just that Josh may have somehow got the idea that Armando is the thing for me.
Really? Somehow? From who?
Well, for me, actually. But I don't see why Armando wouldn't be interested if he ever took the time to talk to me, so...
So?
What I need to make a nice spicy tortilla soup. Like in the movie with Hector Elizondo and Raquel Welch. Josh watched it last night instead of going out with me.
I don't know, I never saw that one. But does Josh like spicy food?
Not really, no, but you better like it when I make it. These are...
Careful. The smaller the pepper, the hotter they tend to be. I recommend jalapenos without seed. That's not to burn one's lips. Makes it difficult for kissing.
Yeah, Josh won't be getting any kisses from me for quite some time, so those will be just fine.
So, you let him believe that you're cheating on him because he's too busy to go out with you, and now you're going to come make up for your deception by cooking him a meal he won't like?
Yeah. So what's that?
Oh, nothing. The universe balances itself in mysterious ways, and I would be glad to keep your secret for you if I could. But my sense of integrity is very highly refined, and I'm trying not to interfere with other people's lives.
All right, come on. Out with it.
Well,
What is it you want in return?
now, as you mentioned, Martha was promising to put the opening of my store on a webcast. And I said, I could let you know it's supply Armando.
I see.
Do you happen to know where Armando gets his spices and how much he pays?
You could ask Martin. Seems Armando gave his cookbook a glowing recommendation.
No. I'd much rather go through you. You're far more personable to work with.
Yes, that's true.
Here are your peppers. We scratch each other's backs, right?
Oh, I don't know if there's anything about that, but I'll see that for you.
Oh, Josh, you just missed Alison.
Oh, did I suppose it's just as well then. I just came in here to buy her something.
Ah, yes, good idea. True love is indeed a very fine thing.
Yes, I suppose it must be.
You realize I'm not officially open. Why can't people understand that?
Maybe because your sign says
Those are the old hours. I know. I just haven't had time to change them yet.
what will your new hours be?
I don't know. I'm waiting to see what hours people prefer when they come in through the door.
Isn't that what I just did? Never mind, I can come back later.
As long as you got cash. It's just that my register's not set up for credit yet.
I have a little. I didn't quite get the raise I expected. As a matter of fact, they cut down the number of classes I'm teaching, but Alison and I are going through a bit of a rough patch, and I thought I could find her something here that I could afford.
Very wise indeed. Well, like flowers, spices are reasonably priced for every occasion.
Maybe some chocolates to help get us back on track, sort of like a movie where an entire town goes giddy with romance after an outsider opens a chocolate shop.
I didn't see that one, but I've got just the thing.
Oh, the elixir of love, does it work?
Well, we don't have any statistics on it. That's the bailiwick of your future brother-in-law, Richard.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, we don't know each other that well.
Sorry, that's okay. Until he does a survey, you could be the first to try it. It goes great after a spicy meal.
I don't like spicy food.
Well, you never know when one might come your way. They're normally two for $10 each. I'll give you two for the same price as a pre-opening special.
I'll have to owe you 25 cents.
Deal. But it's not like a drug.
Oh, what? Like Viagra? Why? Do you think I need that?
Of course not.
Because it's true, I do have a bit of competition lately.
You? Not that it's my policy to interfere, but if it helps you to talk about it, who is it?
Armando.
No! Armando, that cat! Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Alison may not be his type.
What do you mean? He likes tall girls or ones with blonde hair?
No, I mean, he may prefer men. And I'm only saying that because Alison seems to think that Armando and Richard are...
You're kidding! Oh, that's great! Hey, Stephane! Oh, this is wonderful! So like the movie The Glass Slipper, when Leslie Caron realizes the prince really is in love with her, and she gets to live in a palace like she's always dreamed.
Well, they say you can even know the man's suffering. You certainly should. It helps to generate good karma.
Although if Alison expects to live in a palace, then I'll never be able to make her happy. Bye!
Come on. Gee, I just passed along someone else's film. That's not interfering, is it? I'll have to meditate on it.
Remember when we were kids? The whole world seemed like a giant playground full of colored lights and lots of fun things to do.
Sure.
What happened to all that?
We grew up. At least I did.
You really think you're so much more mature?
Yes. Especially if the rumors I've been hearing about you are true.
What rumors?
That you and Armando are,
You know what?
having secret liaisons under the twinkling stars of the restaurant late at night.
Aha, so that's why you said meeting me at the park today. Where'd you hear that?
Oh, Josh called. I must say, I was rather scandalized. I could hardly speak.
So you let him believe it anyway? Great, thank you very much.
I wouldn't have, but I know it would make him happy. Is it true then?
Well, you know I would never do that to you, my adorable big brother. It's really you and Armando who are, you know.
You know what?
Dali, beneath the frescoes and the bridges of Florence and the restaurants.
Even if I was, I never stopped you before when you were dating both Martha and Martin at the same time. But Armando and I, we're not dallying anywhere.
Really? That's too bad then. But it's not my fault to just jump to a false conclusion.
Dowdy jumped, more like you gave him a shove. Were you that angry with him that you let him think that you were dating Armando?
And were you that tired of people asking you when you were going to find someone that you pretended you were sleeping with Armando?
Yes.
You should have told me.
You should have told me. What were you waiting for?
The right time?
The right time, There is never a right time for something like this.
I was trying not to involve you. You remember what happened the last time.
That is no excuse. And now you made us both responsible for it all.
It's just that Josh was driving me crazy. Always complaining about me being at the restaurant when he's the one who's always watching movies, even in bed.
Too much information.
You should have come clean.
How could I? You couldn't seem to believe that I could be happy being by myself, as if that is some kind of sin. So when you jump to a conclusion yourself...
Yeah, you made me fall flat on my face like the time you played Big Top Circus.
Actually, that was me. You rigged up 2 jump ropes like a trapeze and broke my nose.
But I got in trouble for it.
Actually, Mom and Dad thought you were traumatized. They let you watch whatever you wanted on TV while I was in the emergency room.
So, Josh thinks that you and I are both dating Armando.
Yeah, I suppose it is a bit unfair to Armando.
We didn't make him believe it, did we?
I suppose not, no.
So I say we just forget all about it.
You mean, Alison, you and I should share a secret? The secret that we are both incredibly dishonest when it comes to talking about our love lives?
Yeah.
I'm touched. I'm honored. I've never felt closer to you than I do at this very moment. And yet...
What?
Does this mean that I am becoming more like you?
Maybe a little. Is that too bad?
Would be if I had your taste in men.
Hey.
Come here. I need to give my little sister a hug. I like you almost as much as I did that old car of mine.
The lime green Chevy with the broken heater and the missing fender.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I like you almost as much as the little bicycle I had at the Nancy.
The one you stole from me by telling Mom and Dad I fell off it the first time I rode it?
Uh-huh.
Great. Now I need to get back to work. You won't ever tell Armando what happened, will you?
Nah. Anyway, he's away on another trip, bicycling up the Matterhorn.
It must be like Superman or something.
He has to be back in time for the webcast, though, because I'm supposed to introduce him.
Great. Martha asked me to set up Periscope for her. Mr. Arnowski uses it to broadcast his surveys. He says my personality doesn't shine on camera.
Well, we must shine somewhere. Goodbye, big brother.
Yeah. So long, sis.
You feel like an audience of one to your own life?
No, though sometimes I feel like an audience of one to other people's lives.
And you wish you could have a do-over for this moment or that period of time.
That's why I like doing webcasts. People can see how hard it is to be a psychologist.
For those times when things are feeling out of sync, things moving in the wrong direction.
Trying to be compassionate and sensitive at a calculated distance, but still the pain gets through and intensifies your own.
Until you don't know how you got to where you are in the first place.
And that can be hard. That can be tough.
Yeah. Awful.
Martin, are you worried about having sold out again?
Not really, it's just Richard called me for a survey, and the question was, am I an honest person?
Oh, why? Did you lie about something?
Well, remember how I told you that Armando encouraged me to write a cookbook?
Yes, and I thought that was rather wonderful of him, considering how busy he is.
That's just it. He's either in Texas lobbying for migrant workers or trying to start an organic farming co-op in Detroit, and the fact is, I never actually had the chance to meet him.
That's just funny.
Is it? Why?
Because neither have I.
No? Oh, you must have talked to him on the phone or through Skype.
Honestly, I can't say I ever have.
You don't even know him. You treated him for low self-esteem.
Just a little fib, like yours, that he encouraged you to develop your culinary skills. You should have told me!
You should have told me. What were you waiting for?
The right time!
Right time! There's never a right time for something like this.
I didn't want to involve you! It's not my fault you didn't come clean sooner!
It's your job to get people to trust you so that they reveal what's bothering them.
That's never been my style. It's always been to let them see I'm just a person, too.
You let your flaws show on purpose. You're just a paragon of honesty.
Yeah! How many others can say they use their neuroses to serve others?
Quite an accomplishment. Didn't you tell me once that I shouldn't take responsibility for things that aren't my fault? That if straight line Y does not meet up with not so straight line Z, then maybe that's just the way things are. Maybe line Z is crooked by nature.
Martin, my friend, not sure I like your analogy.
If the shoe fits.
I don't think it does, and I'm not buying it. It hurts too much to try it on. I wasn't trying to hurt you. After all, you are my best drinking buddy.
Am I? The very best. The best you've ever had.
Yes, hands down. I mean, bottoms up.
You're so kind. That is so very sweet, Martha. This is our first brouhaha, right?
Yeah, our first quarrel.
Our first scuffle. The honeymoon must be over.
I wouldn't go quite that far.
Well, for a moment there, I thought we were furious with each other.
For lying about Armando. Maybe it was a group psychosis, someone to believe in.
Maybe. But shouldn't we believe in each other? And in ourselves?
I'm so proud of you for saying that. But still, Armando's name got you a book contract and me a webcast. If I make a lot of money from this, I almost might be ashamed to keep it.
Donate it to charity, then.
Offer scholarships to schools like the Cordon Bleu. You could teach there.
I don't think so. I am a terrible cook.
Tell me about it. Those finger sandwiches you made were awful.
Yeah, they were.
Life can be awful in such small portions, but we need to enjoy every bit. We don't need to argue. We just need to find someone else to blame.
That is your clinical opinion?
Further to objective study, yes.
Do you think Armando will be mad at us for exaggerating our connection to him?
No. He has to do a little bit of self-promotion to get started. Might even admire us for it. But see what happens when we finally meet him.
Sure, why not? At the webcast.
6 minutes to your schedule to start streaming.
I know, Richard, I know.
You did tell Armando the time, right?
I didn't have to. Martin was going to tell him, didn't you, Martin?
Oh, no, I thought Alison was going to.
Oh, but you promised he would be here, didn't he, Alison?
Armando would ask him after all, he's such a successful patient of yours. Anyway, why would Armando promise me anything?
Maybe because everyone else knows you've been playing 5-card stud in that private gondola-shaped booth at his restaurant?
Allison, is it true that after all?
Oh, Josh, don't say that again.
Because Stephane was convinced that Richard and Armando were playing footsie over pasta alfredo after the restaurant closes at night.
That's only because Richard said it was okay to say it.
Yes, only because Alison told me there was no reason to care what other people thought.
Yeah, but that's to spread rumors because people didn't believe them in the first place.
In the first place, I didn't spread any rumors. And in the second place, I don't even like pasta alfredo. I'm lactose intolerant. And in the third, I thought you were going to tell Josh the truth when you were ready.
Tell me what? Have you all been lying to me? What is wrong with the
People
world?
accepting Josh, remember, everyone lies.
I don't. And if Allison's been cheating on me with her brother's boyfriend, oh my God, is that why I tried to poison me with spicy food the other night?
No, Josh,
and if Richard has been cheating on my fiance with her boss,
Don't
then...
be silly. As soon as Armando gets here, and he's got about 90 seconds, so maybe he can clear this all up.
But Stephane, you were going to talk to him? After all, we are streaming from your shop.
No, you said don't worry about it. I'll take care of it, and I didn't want to interfere.
Interfere, my friend. Whenever you use that word, please tell me what exactly is going on.
Well, the truth is there is one small tiny detail that I thought you all already knew. And you're going to laugh when you hear what it is. Snigger, chuckle, guffaw.
What?
Well, the thing is, I don't think Armando's going to be here at all today because, strange as it may seem, there is no Armando.
Huh?
You're kidding, right?
We have to start the webcast in 45 seconds or you'll lose your
Oh,
audience.
Richard, you don't have to remind me. Go on, Stephane, go on.
Just when I was in France on my way back from Japan, I met this old woman in a cafe, and the people there said she had a restaurant here called Armando.
Oh, you mean she's Armando's mother or something?
There never was an Armando, just that she thought it better to pretend that there was a male chef, not a 4'10", 80-year-old woman. Anyway, when she moved back home, the restaurant kept the name.
Then why didn't they tell me that restaurant working for?
Maybe they don't let the hired help in on the secret. Was it not so strange? Was there ever a Chuck E. Cheese or a Ronald McDonald?
Enable camera. Enable location. Enable microphone. You are on.
Hello, and welcome to Martha's Madcap World of Mental Health. We are streaming live from a new shop, The Spice of Life. Over here we have our proud proprietor, Stephane. And over here we have Martin, Alison of Martin's Marvelous Man-Centered Meals, a blog taking the eating world by storm. And over here we have our dear friend Alison from Armando's Restaurant. And today's theme is food. And to kick it off, we have a professor from Halliburton College, Dr. Josh, to give us a preview of his new book, Food for Thought. But before we get to that, you should have told us!
You should have told us!
The right time.
Oh, the right time!
There's never a right time.
For something like this!
Well, I didn't think you all wanted to be involved.
What are you talking about?
No!
Yes!
Well, you were all lying to each other, so it didn't seem to matter anyway.
Oh, Martin, did you know?
No, I wouldn't lie about something like this to a drinking buddy like you.
Alison, did you?
No, the maybe Richard did. After all, Richard was pretending about Armando before any of the rest of us was pretending.
I wasn't. Allison, I knew you were trying to make me the fall guy again.
Sometimes, Richard, the way we treat people comes back to haunt us.
Yeah, darling brother, you brought this all on yourself.
Yes, he has, by calling us all up, using the Arnofsky survey to spread rumors.
I wouldn't. Those polls are sacred. Those polls are for fighting the truth.
The truth. I don't think you'd recognize it if it came up and bit you on the butt.
Is that why you wanted to help me film, so you could see us all humiliated?
No, leave me alone, you incompetent fabricator of an edible hors d'oeuvre.
I did not like that sentiment, but the phrasing was not that bad.
Did not come here today. Get up, Allison, get up! Get up!
Wait, remember the Tao, gentleness always wins over violence. Besides, you'll get blood all over my nicely clean floors. It's not Richard's fault!
It's not.
No!
It was you all along, Stephane, who kept the biggest secret!
Well, maybe.
Oh, yes! It was you, a mastermind of misperception, a devious meditator on the nature of mass deception. Damn it.
The webcast, remember?
Oh my God, Martha! Your reviewers should go with the wigs at Grauman's Chinese Theater.
Yeah, you're going my role.
Richard, the camera!
So, now you all expect my help after y'all just tried to kill me for a second time!
Come on, don't be a baby. You're such a
This
tiny
is
little
all
genius.
over. I am going to leave you and Folks, when it comes to any conflict, caring is 99% of the solution, and we have over 100% caring on our side. Everyone, sincerely, don't we?
So much.
No.
Dr. Josh, would you like to share a few thoughts on your new book?
Thank you, Dr. Martha. Thank you very much. All I can say is it's sort of like that movie Chef. It's sort of like that movie Chef when Jon Favreau says, "I may not do everything great in life, but I am good at this." What he really means is this is what I do, this is who I am, and if you can accept me, then maybe you should just move on.
Yes, good point, Dr. Josh. Because if we can be more accepting of other people, then the world will be a much better place. Now, I know you all were expecting to meet the famous Armando of Armando's Restaurant. Stephane, would you like to clear up the little misunderstanding we were having before?
Yes, well, hello everyone. We just received some very tragic news about the celebrated chef Armando of Armando's Restaurant, who brought to the world the three-sided breadstick among other wonders, and I'm afraid he's died.
He's dead?
Stephane, no!
Really?
Really, Josh? Really?
Oh, yes, really.
Brilliant. I mean, he was such a brilliant man. The genius ahead of his time who's met an untimely death.
Almost as if he had never existed in the first place.
And what precisely happened to him, Stephane? Our audience deserves the details.
Yeah.
The details, he was hiking on the Matterhorn when he fell through a crevasse. But then he saved a young child's life by using his patented collapsible skewers as a pitot to secure the rope. But then he let go his own grip because it wouldn't hold them both, and so slipped silently off.
A hero to the last.
Yes, disappearing into the abyss like Sherlock Holmes, never to be seen again.
Actually, that was the right box call.
Aha! That's right! And Holmes in return as Boss Rothman, Robert Downey Jr., Jeremy Brent, not to mention Benedict Cumberbatch, and season 4 just came out, and I don't really know how Moriarty worked. I think I do browse Netflix from time to time.
You never told me. You could watch that together.
Oh, you're never home. Although I suppose we might have more time now that your boss is dead.
Yes! Hey, and aren't we forgetting this is all about Armando?
Yes! See what good Armando can do. Bring us together, even in death. When life throws you a curve, punches you right in the solar plexus, you just gotta step out of the box, take a deep breath, and try to be kind to others
Because who of us never needs love despite tolerant perfection?
Yes, with tolerance and understanding.
And forgiveness, too?
All right, I'll say it. With forgiveness. Armando was an inspiration to us all, and his spirit will live forever.
In his recipes, nothing like a little bruschetta with melted Velveeta.
And in his restaurant, and for the people who shall continue to dine there.
In our memories, sometimes in movies, flashbacks are the best part.
Yes, Alison, would you like to share your favorite Armando story?
Only that once, when he was in the Serengeti for the Save the Elephant campaign, he called to see if the sous chefs were wearing their little hoodies and the stupid lasagna and the hummus, and they wouldn't burn their fingers.
And he once said to me, Martin, thanks to you, men everywhere will be just A-OK when their wives attend conferences in Paris with their handsome younger bosses because they will be able to cook for themselves and their families. Your recipes will transform food culture and the very power structures of the world. So, let's all raise a petit chocolat mousse that I prepared especially for today with nutmeg and soy sauce, dairy, gluten, cruelty, and mortality-free to Armando.
Armando.
May he have a steel-plated convection oven in heaven whereunto he can cook divinely apportioned meals fit for the age.
With spices from Stephane's Spice of Life.
Only if you promise to deliver them to him in person. And that concludes our webcast for today. Copies dedicated in memory for our dear Armando.
Yes.
Copies of my new book, Marvin's Madcap Method for Strong Self-Esteem.
And copies of my new book, Clam Up, or Pearls of Wisdom About Cooking Shellfish, available next month, are on our website.
Yes! Good health, bon appetit, and God bless you all.
Okay. So I know that whole thing about the power structures of the world was a little bit hard to swallow.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, this stuff's incredibly biased.
It's far worse than what Alison made me the other day.
Good thing the people out there couldn't taste it, man. Looks like you broke a Periscope record for a single broadcast.
Oh, look at all the little hearts floating up on the screen.
Let's delete it all.
No, Richard, don't. I said press save. We can put it on YouTube. It seems a lot of people wanted to see Armando.
Yeah, dead or alive.
Well then, that went well, don't you all think? Now perhaps someone can tell me where Armando gets his spices.
You should have told me.
I know.
You should have come clean.
I know, but...
But what? What were you waiting for?
I don't know the right time.
The right time? There's never a right time for something like this. You usually tell me everything.
Do I?
Don't you?
Yes! Yes! Of course I do. If only you just trust me without asking so many questions.
I can't help it. It's the secrets that cause so much pain. Haven't you learned anything?
Obviously not. But I get in trouble if I tell you things, and I get in trouble if I don't, so it doesn't really seem to matter what I do.
It does, though. If you had confessed to me in the first place, we never would have gotten back together, and now you've made such a fool of me.
No, I'd say you're the went over that all by yourself?
You let me believe that you were sleeping with Armando.
I don't know that I did, exactly, but even then, you shouldn't have believed me.
Wait a minute, so I should have complete trust in you, but I also shouldn't believe anything that you say?
Not anything necessarily, but the best recipe for a long and happy marriage is knowing when to lie and when to believe lies you already know are lies.
That means every single relationship is just a precarious house of cards.
No, as long as there's love inside the house. What difference does it make what the walls are made of or how they were constructed?
How can I be sure that you love me when much of what you tell me isn't true?
Ah, but that is where the trust comes in.
If I did what you said, it would be like Inspector Clouseau's boss believing that Sir Pete Panzer will solve the case in the end.
Yeah, but doesn't he always solve the case?
Yes, but Armando's boss falls in the window, gets maimed, and ends up in the hospital.
See, that just proves my point. If you just believed in Clouseau in the first place.
Clouseau's an idiot.
Are you saying I'm an idiot? I could have been in love with Armando.
Yes, but there is no Armando.
Yeah, but you didn't know that.
No, but you did.
Let me ask you a question. The characters in the movies you're so infatuated with really exist.
No, but they still live on forever.
That's what I'm saying. Our love could live forever too.
And you could let me believe Armando existed forever too.
Seem to be doing you a world of good.
But this is just like the end of Roxanne, when Daryl Hannah realized that she was in love with the wrong guy, and it was really Steve Martin, the fire chief, with the big fat nose she loved.
Sometimes an illusion is necessary to realize the deeper truth of things.
Then is it more like wife versus secretary? When Jimmy Stewart realizes his fiancée isn't cheating on him with Clark Gable, and he says, I still believe in something, or else you're only going to cause yourself a lot of trouble.
Josh, I'm so glad I finally get it, but I still like the Roxanne one better.
Okay, so which one am I, Steve Martin or Dale Hannah?
Should we go home and try a few things on? Figure it out?
I'd rather take a few things off.
Alright. Steve then. This time. Come on then, Steve. Hope you didn't forget to bring your cute little banjo.
Hi! Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes, well, maybe. Are you here by yourself?
Yes. Why, you're not hiding every time a customer comes in, are you?
No, not exactly, but everyone must still be mad at me.
No, of course not. Well, maybe a little. Good thing you got the bus that day after the webcast. For a while, Martha was talking about roasting you in some of your own spices. She thought some sage and bay leaf would burn nice, but she'll get over it.
I hope so. It would be a waste of good spice. How about you?
Oh, no need to worry about me. Oh, we were all asking you to keep secrets, and the law of averages says we have no one to blame but ourselves if you were keeping an even bigger one.
Oh, I'm glad you at least feel that way.
You just need to give them all some time. In some ways, you did a lot of good.
Well, that was the plan originally, I think. I'll just be glad when things get back to normal.
No, it's unlikely that will ever happen. But then again, normal might be kind of boring anyways, right? Here, Alison asked me to bring you something.
What's this?
She would have come herself, but it seems she was a little embarrassed.
Alison? Embarrassed? Hard to believe.
You're right, must have been a blue moon.
Yeah, good song. Blue moon, I saw you standing there. Oh, it's a wedding invitation.
Will you go?
To see Alison and Josh say their vows. Wouldn't miss it for anything.
I'm bringing a date.
Are you? That's right.
Yes, you see, I was conducting one of my phone surveys.
About honesty again?
No, the new question is whether or not a politician should have to admit that the world is round in order to run for president.
Interesting.
A lot of divided opinion. There was this one guy who answered. He had such a nice, warm voice. A great laugh when he heard the questions. We talked for hours.
About the Earth being round?
About everything. I completely forgot about the survey, and the next thing I knew, we were meeting for coffee and making plans to see each other again.
Well, that's great.
It's a start. I mean, I actually have someone to talk to when I'm not doing my survey.
I understand. That may be why I'm going traveling again.
Where to?
Well, first to the spice stores in Pike's Market in Seattle. I'm thinking of carrying a line of homeopathic.
Cutting into Martha's territory.
Why not? She's always barging into mine. And then back to the monastery. I think my Tao could use a tad bit too late.
You think he's secrecy about becoming a monk?
No, but it'll be nice to see the master again and drink lots of sake. Those monks are more personable than you may think. Better bring along some of this detox tea.
So you won't be opening up a different kind of store when you get back?
No, now that I'm getting orders from Armando's, I think I can make this place work. Although I may ask Alison for help with marketing.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks. Spices just make me feel more connected to the world, and despite how messed up things are now, it's still better to be part of it, eh? How else can we make things better?
Yes. Yes, I think you're absolutely right.